In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how regular planks and precise variants helped me get a slimmer tummy, just like many untrained fitness beginners do. Yes, I do understand your frustration with getting rid of abdominal fat through traditional ab exercises like crunches. Fat burning around the waist is difficult, but this fitness goal remains to be the priority for a lot of people. Thankfully, there are specific exercises that can help. I used to think that performing endless crunches and sit-ups is the key to losing belly fat, but I didn't see the results I wanted. Among the activities that have been proved to be particularly effective for reducing abdominal fat. They claim that planking is more successful than other exercises, but you'll have to ask them specifically to find out how. Keep reading till the end to learn about the do's and don'ts of planking to enhance belly fat. The quick answer is yes, planks are excellent for reducing belly fat. Fat loss planking on belly fat reduction. Simply because they activate multiple muscles simultaneously, raising your metabolic rate and enhancing your core stability. Planking is your man when it comes to energizing the entire body, but how helpful is it for belly fat? All that matters is how you perform planks. There is no reason why you shouldn't as long as you're following the correct procedures, such as maintaining excellent posture. This thus emphasizes how crucial it is to have good form or technique when planking to burn calories. Planking can be beneficial if done properly rather than just how you think it should be done. Help you reduce belly fat for sure, but technique is key. We'll talk more about that shortly. In the meantime, a like would be really appreciated. How many calories a regular plank burns? Occur during planking, as stated. Planking is equally crucial if not additional in enhancing your. Just so you know, a strong midsection. Your posture might be enhanced by your midsection. And even effectively reduce low back discomfort. Amazing, huh? Moving on, here is a comprehensive instructions for performing a standard plank. First, choose a position that enables full body extension. You can either do it on your palms or forearms. A workout mat is also perfect so you can obtain adequate cushioning. Begin by getting on all fours comfortably. The ground on your hands and knees. Following position your hands directly beneath your step, your feet back one at a time, shoulders now. There may be times when your feet are wider than to facilitate. Maintain a hip distance of if you're awake. Either approach them or you. Make sure the top of the challenge is your head to your heels or creating a keep your head up and walk in a straight line. At the same time, right above your fingertips. Time to contract your abdominal, quadriceps, and glutes. And continue holding after the slump through the heels. Just stretch out those quads. Keep everything in check. If your body trembles as a result of this, from which your body is appropriately tight. Comparable to any beginner's simple exercises as part of my routine. I did sit-ups for a couple weeks. I performed conventional planks. Added a lot more variance to the. Throughout the upcoming weeks I made certain to receive the don't worry about posture so much. About how many repetitions I did from there weekly upscaled by integrating adding additional repetitions, and as a result, it has longer durations. Allowed me to work out correctly and gain muscle. Therefore lowering these plank variations are for belly fat. Something I added in my first plank workout. Side planks are a weight loss lifesaver. Additionally, it works well for repairing faulty posture, enhancing core stability and balance. To perform a side plank, begin in the initial plank position. In addition to expanding your hips and chest, your left side to gradually incline into a lateral plank. Bring your right hand up to letting the left hand rest on the ceiling, while maintaining the posture on the ground. Activate your abdominal muscles and maintain having a straight torso without any drooping or bending. Hold the position for 15 to 20 seconds, then turn back to the starting position. Then go back to your starting position. Your adversary. Move on to shoulder taps, a typical plank variation with an additional compound movement, if they are easier for you. Here is all you need to know about them. Second place plank shoulder taps. The plain shoulder tap is an improvement over the side plank because it's a difficult technique, which means the more. Starting in a high plank position with your feet hip width apart, your neck and back straight, and your hips aligned with your shoulders. Be sure to engage your core and tighten your glutes, and then raise your left hand to tap your right. It's crucial to maintain proper form throughout. Next, elevate your shoulder before putting it down your left hand with your right and place it back down. Alternate. Aim for by tapping the left and right shoulders. each side for 3 rounds of 15 taps. The following step combines two of the two most popular workouts, the plank and jumping jacks, commonly known as the third exercise. Board jacks, plank jacks are outstanding core exercises. They also include a little bit more challenging than others by including a cardio component for higher calorie intake. Stoked to accomplish it, go down on all fours. Shoulders and palms spaced evenly next. Align yourself over your wrists. Your legs behind you so that they are tuck your pelvis into the plank posture. And make sure, now that your shoulders are over your wrists and your abs are engaged, your middle back is in a hollow position. Upon being lured in, spring out with your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Back together and perform the motion again. Perform 3 or 4 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Speaking of combinations, the plank to push-up workout is another one that combines the forearm plank with the push-up. Excellent for losing abdominal fat, but I'll expand on that in a moment. 4 taps of the plank toe playing toe touches is fantastic since it doubles as a compound exercise. Start by assuming the position of a plank to engage as many muscles as possible with only a few movements. Maintain a straight back and shoulders when playing in a straight arm position with feet wider than shoulder width. As you lift your right arm and extend it to contact your left, keeping your hips and knees in a straight line, raise your hips. Return to the starting position while keeping your knees straight. Aim for 3 to 4 sets of 10 and go on to the next representative with your left arm contacting your right toes. 5 walking plank repetitions on one side before alternating to the other since the walking plank increases metabolism. Additionally, it helps to strengthen the core and the upper and lower muscle groups so that you can walk farther and burn more calories, which will reduce the amount of stomach fat you have. Plank. Start in a plank position with your arms straight and your hands directly beneath your shoulders, making sure your body is in a straight line from your shoulders to your feet. Now, walk your right hand as far forward as you can. Then bring your left hand to meet it while keeping your hands shoulder width apart. One representative is accomplished by first stepping your left hand back to begin, then your right hand. 3 to 4 sets of 10 reps to the right, followed by 10 reps to the left, should be your goal. Are multiple ways to get rid of stubborn belly fat. Doing daily planks is one. And so are some lifestyle tweaks like minimizing stress, and I'll get to that further in a bit. Number 6. Plank 2. Push up to begin. Assume a standard plank position with your elbows dropped to the mat. Engage your core to keep your hips as still as possible. Push up onto one hand, placing it where your elbow just was. Push up onto your other hand. You should be at the top of a push-up with your legs extended and engaged behind you. Squeeze your buttocks for stability, then lower back down to your elbows, one arm at a time. Repeat with alternating arms. Change the leading arm to equally distribute the work on both sides. Perform 3 to 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps for each arm. Perhaps my favorite plank variation is the long lever plank. It's essentially a regular plank but with elbows placed further than normal. Let's get right into it next. Number 7. Long lever plank. The long lever plank requires placing your elbows further out to create a long level, adding difficulty when performing this exercise. You must ensure your hips stay in line with your shoulders. Additionally, you must absolutely keep your core tight and your glute squeezed. Maintain tension in your abs for the whole duration of the exercise. Aim for 3 to 4 sets of holding the plank for 20 to 30 seconds. Bonus: if you're still watching the video up to this point, the congratulations, because you get to unlock bonus content for me to get the most out of your playing challenge. Learn about the things to do and not to do while planking. Do's and don'ts while planking. Number 1. Do keep your abdominal muscles flexed the entire time. Doing so helps you engage those deep abdominal muscles. A proper engagement of the core is great in helping boost your core strength and lose weight. Number 2. Do not lower or raise your back. Instead, you must align your shoulder back in, but also your toes should be tucked inwards as you lie on your lower body. Lastly, you should not lift your head or dip your back. Number 3. Do not push your belly downward. Plank is primarily designed to burn belly fat. As such, lowering your stomach while holding the plank position won't be effective. What you must do instead is to ensure that your stomach is up in the air and your shoulders, back and butt are aligned. Number 4. Do squeeze your glutes while planking. Aside from your abdominal muscles, the plank is an excellent way of engaging your glutes, so squeeze those buttocks and engage as many muscles as possible while doing a plank. Number 5. Do not try to hold longer than what your Body is capable of holding the plank position for too long, say more than 60 seconds can cause you to lose focus on your abdominal muscles. On the other hand, holding the plank for less than 30 seconds while maintaining the correct posture gives you the best chance to reach your goal. For beginners, the rule of thumb is to do a plank for 20 to 30 seconds for a week with as many reps as you can without compromising your form. Once you feel planking for such a duration has become easier for you, that's the time you should try for 40 to 60 seconds. As you've learned from my experience, planking does wonders in belly fat reduction. But you know what's even more amazing? It's the fact that you can speed up your progress by incorporating certain tips into your routine. Click this video to know what tips I am so confident about foreign. Thanks guys for watching to this videos. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel.